Hello and welcome to Energy Park in Dublin as round 4 of the 2019 Women's Six Nations continues this evening with Ireland hosting France. It's a battle between 3rd and 4th in the table tonight, with France knowing victory here would see them climb ahead of Italy in the table with one round left to play. So, 2 games played so far. Scotland going down at home against Wales on Friday night. Then today, England demolishing the Italians and putting paid to their good performance against Ireland last weekend by 55 points to nil, a whitewash for the Red Roses. And tonight's confirmation, Ireland against France here in Donnybrook. So this is how things stand at the moment then. England out on top and uncatchable with 1 round left to play. They lead the Italians by 8 points in the standings. France, with victory tonight, would go ahead of Italy into 2nd place. Ireland 4th place at the moment. A bonus point victory against the French here would put them up to 3rd place. The French team into Energy Park, and a really good reception as well for the visitors, who just have that one single blip on their copybook so far. The defeat to England, otherwise they have been flawless, and they will be aiming to take down Ireland here and continue their decent run against Ireland at this ground. 2017, the last time that Ireland beat France on home soil, 13 points to 10 on that occasion, and France have won 4 of the last 5 matches between the teams. Out come Ireland and Ciara Griffin, the captain, led out by the mascots as well, to a brilliant reception. The atmosphere has been absolutely electric over the last half an hour or so. A record 5,000 plus tickets sold for the game, and the crowd making their voices heard as Ireland come out to address the national anthem. Perfect night for rugby. The rain that was promised earlier in Dublin has so far held off, and with the 4G surface here in Energy Park, we're hoping for a free-flowing game and plenty of scores to boot. Ireland's call, Irelnd Vs France, and before that, La Marseillaise. The anthem's over. We're almost set to go on a beautiful night for rugby here in the capital. Well, we start with the Irish team and 4 changes for Adam Griggs from the side, beaten by Italy. It was 5 until injury ruled out Juliette Short, so Aoife McDermott keeps her place in the second row, with Derval Nickaverd and Fiona Reedy coming into the front row in place of Emma Houben and Leah Lyons. Claire McLaughlin starts at 8 with Ciara Griffin switching to blindside flanker. In the backs then, 19-year-old Enya Breen starts in the centre. On her Ireland debut, she replaces the injured Michelle Claffey to team up with Sene Naubu, while the back three of Miller, Considine and Delaney remain unchanged. A few changes from the France team that ran in 7 tries against Scotland last time. In the front row, Lise Aricast replaces Gia Traore at loose head. Céline Ferrer comes in for Safi and Daye in the second row, with the back row of Irmé, Diallo and Ménager unchanged. Yana Rivolen comes in at scrum half, with Pauline Bourdon switching to fly half. Yolaine Yenga is named at outside centre for her first start, and Caroline Boujard and Jessie Tremoulier return at wing and full back. On the France bench, Fiona Leca is a late withdrawal. She's replaced by Melina Sulloch, while Bevan Parsons comes in at 23 for Ireland in place of the injured Megan Williams. We are ready to go. The referee, the man in charge, Ian Tempest. The assistant referees, Nicky O'Donnell from England, Dermot Blake from Ireland, and our TMO is Claire Hodnett from England. Fiona Coughlin beside me. It's a tough ask for Ireland against a strong French team, but the home support here has to be worth a few points.
Certainly, 2 years ago we saw that the Irish team fronted up well in front of a vocal Irish crowd, and there's definitely more people here tonight, so they really need to get behind the team, but the girls need to give them something to cheer about.
They'll be smarting from that defeat to Italy, their first ever defeat to the Italians last time out in Parma, and they want to improve on that. They know they're better than that, and they've been working hard, we hear, to correct some of the mistakes that litter that performance, particularly in defence, as Diallo gets a first touch, and so too Ménager, one of the standout players in world rugby at the moment. Romaine Ménager from Montpellier, her sister, twin sister, on the subs bench tonight. First touch then for Céline Ferrer, and she makes it as far as the France 10-metre line. Out towards Bourdon, switch to fly half, not a bad looking kick, going to get the bounce and into touch as well. Decent start by the French.
We see how powerful the French back row are, particularly Ménager. They cannot let her run. They have to chop her at the very start. Giving her any momentum, she'll make the gain line every time. Her leg drive is unbelievable. She powers through tackles, and she just gives good forward ball to this French team.
Switching from 9 to 10, Pauline Bourdon. Pass off either hands and well able to throw that ball around, so let's see if the French backs get a lot of ball today. Derval Nickaverd, first throw for her, the line outs. Ireland line out hasn't really been a problem for them. They're going up against the best line out in the championship though in France, and Ireland set them all early on. Decent drive. Gaël Hermé, the captain for France, trying to stop it and does a pretty good job there for Dane. Naubu moving to inside centre with Claffey out injured. Dane once more. France up quickly. Tackle goes in from Koumba Diallo. Ireland keeping possession, but they're losing ground. McLaughlin takes it back to Dane. Fowley says that's enough of that. Trying to test out this back three. Caroline Boujard, the Montpellier wing. Plenty of gas on her. Little chip and chase here, and Ireland going to have to be careful. That's going to bounce into her arms as well. Beautiful break by the winger. Now chance for France here. Space on the outside. Ferrer. Lovely hands out to Bourdon. Bourdon skipping inside. France looking for the opening try. Was that a tackle without the ball? It could be a yellow card. It could even be a penalty try. Fiona Coughlin. That was cynical, and Ireland are going to pay the price for it.
They're looking to get away with just a yellow card there. That certainly would have been a penalty try. I think that ball would have went to hand. Just shows how threatening France are if you kick the ball to them.
Tackling without the ball, number 5.
Well, that was cynical, and that could have been a penalty try. I wouldn't have been surprised at all if it had been given. And Ireland down to 14 for the next 10 minutes. It is not the start they would have wanted.
No, and it came, I get where Fowley was coming from to try and clear the lines and test that back three, but you really need to go to touch lines if you're going to do that, because you're kicking down the centre, you're just giving them the full pitch to run with.
Well, I mentioned the Ireland line-out hasn't been too bad. France are the best operators in the championship. 91.9% success rate so far. There's another one for the books, and they're going to set them all. They're going to back themselves here, the French pack. This is going to be a formality. It's back with Thomas. The hooker's over. And France have their first try. It's Caroline Thomas, a hat-trick against Wales, and she has won the first on the board here against Ireland today.
Yeah, the French maul is well known for what they can do, and particularly just 5 metres out. Here we see the ball over the head. She was looking for Rivelon, and Nicola Friday took her out without the ball. Here's the line out now to Hermé. They set up really well and such power going through that 8. Thomas controls it at the back, and there's just no Irish defence even there.
The perfect start for France, flexing their muscles, and a hat-trick here against Wales. Caroline Thomas, one of the best players in the French pack, the hooker, and she knows where that try line is. 5 points to nil, conversion to come, and Ireland will play the next 8 minutes or so with 14 players.
This is a French pack that have lost 2 of their second rows in Safi Ndiaye and Lenny Corson, and to be able to replace them with the standard of like Furlani and Ferrer is really impressive. They're probably not as dynamic as the 2 players that they've lost, but they really are engines in that second row.
Well, from a goal-kicking point of view, France will be delighted to have Jessie Tremoulier back, because they've been the second worst goal-kicking percentage in the tournament so far. That's what she gives you, Fiona Coughlin. Beautiful strike, 7 points on the board, and Ireland already playing catch-up.
Yeah, Bourdon probably would have had that duty over the... Here we see the penalty again. Great footwork from Bourdon.
For me, please. Okay, I know it's a little thing, but
would she have caught it?
Well, that's probably why the try wasn't given, right?
Yeah, it was a bit over her head.
Time to run.
So Ireland inside 5 minutes, already 7 points down, and Fowley to restart. Need to keep the composure here. That's deep again, straight into the hands of Caroline Boujard, and they're going to move this from well inside their own 22. Tremoulier out to Ménager. Tackled by Breen. It's there for Rivola. Flat pass, and France again get over that gain line to Harry Gast, the loose head prop. Bourdon. Massive space here on this right hand side of the gun, and Fowley's having to close the gap. She was hanging back for the kick, it looked like. And through the gap they go. Was it offside? Instruction it was. Crossing.
Yeah, poor decision there by France. The option was on the inside, back on the inside.
Obstruction.
You can see the gap on the inside, but obstruction there by France.
I think it was Yolaine Yengo who was the guilty player. But it's not ideal, obviously, to have a player in the sin bin so early on. Fowley to go for the corner here. Ireland well able to maul in the pack, as we saw from the early drive, but they're a long way out here, just on the 22-metre line.
Messi, okay.
Yeah, that's okay. If they can just secure the line out, get front foot ball from the maul, and then allow the back some ball moving forward.
Nick Evert to throw. First one was on the money. This time France get up and spoil it. Really good work. It's there with Audrey Furlani. The big second row hits the ground. Rivolan out to Diallo. Ménager takes 2 to bring her down. She's so strong in contact, the number 8. Ireland told to roll away. Rivolan again. Diallo standing right behind the ruck.
Taken back
in the pocket. Can't go straight out here. This is going to be a line out inside the 22. That's an unforced error by the French. And really, Pauline Bourdon, that was a poor kick.
Yeah, poor decision making again. She should have been aware that the ruck had formed outside the 22. I suppose that's her lack of experience at 10. You know, she moves in at the end of games when they're well in control, but she is an outstanding 9, and just throw her back in at 10 has put a lot of pressure on her. While she has the skills, it's just that decision making. And no, normally she's the person passing the ball back there.
So line out 2, Ireland.
You can see France only have 1 pod straight at the front, so Ireland really shouldn't go near them.
McDermott, the target, gets a hand to it. She had to. The tackle from Diallo comes in. Ireland inside the French 22 now. What can they do in the back line? Naupu. Strong carry from her. Tackled by Ménager. There for Dane. Claire Malloy hit hard by Thomas. The try scorer for France inside the opening 5 minutes. Ireland still down to 14. The offload from McDermott doesn't quite go to hand, but it's still there for Ireland. Fowley with the pass on the outside to Considine. Tackle in the corner. And the ball's gone back to the referee. Still there. Feely this time. Better from Ireland. Dane to Malloy. Lovely feet to, well, try and sidestep the first tackle, but look at that. Picked up and thrown backwards. You don't see that too often. Dane. The pass to Reedy is in for Leah Lyons. Picked up that injury against the Italians last time out. Dane surveying her options. Finds Feely. Pass away to Considine. Pass to the outside to Miller. Now, what can she do from here? Ali Miller trying to go around the outside. Alison Miller into the corner. And Ireland almost at the line. Did she get there? Was it a double movement? Referee has a look. Ireland's still there, the ball's down. Is it over that line? Did they drop it?
No.
We're going to go upstairs, are we?
You're off your feet, so I'm checking the first grounding.
We're going to go to the TMO.
Grounding, we scored from
Okay, so we have to try yes or no. Okay, so Claire, tempo, on-field decision was no try. We have got the ball short. So just check
Well, there you see it.
I'm thinking scrum.
That was really good sustained pressure by Ireland.
Yes, tempo checking.
Just when you think that the attack was ruined, Emer Constantine managed to get the ball away to Ali Miller and just showed her power and fight against Boujard.
We have time off as well, please.
So try yes or no. The on-field decision was no try. They're going to go up to Claire Hodnett and she's going to have a look at this. Now, did Miller get this grounded? It looked like to me it was a bit of a double movement, Fiona.
Yeah.
It's not conclusive there, is it?
I think her momentum had stopped.
That's short anyway, isn't it?
Tempo is Claire. Your on-field decision is correct. The ball is short.
Thanks. No try. Good try. Time on.
No try, but that's very encouraging for Ireland. They know if they can get the ball into Ali Miller's hand that she has the pace to beat them on the outside.
Well, you could see the reaction as well as she turned to face the Irish crowd saying, come on, we need your support here. It's a scrum 5 metres out. So Jane to feed.
The Irish scrum has been very solid throughout the tournament and they'll be looking for more here today, even with the change with Leah Lyons gone.
95.8% success rate of the scrum, the best in the championship so far. Sene Naupu has gone in and the blindside flank, but look at the shove from the French. Well, that is impressive. And in fairness, Griffin did well. Griffin for Ireland! Pure power from the Irish captain.
Brilliant from Griffin, and a scrum going backwards. It actually worked to Ireland's benefit the way that France had got so much momentum going forward that the flankers were driving so hard there was no one to get off and tackle Griffin, and great fight from her to get over the try. Look at this power. Fiona Reedy's in awful difficulty there.
Perfect, thank you. Where you are.
Bit of blocking there by Claire Malloy and great support from her too.
Well, she's got 6 in her back, but she's packing down at 8 in the scrum in the back row. Ciara Griffin and Fowley to level things up. 2 tries inside the opening 10 minutes here. And Ireland, don't forget, equalising with 14 players on the pitch. Perfect conditions for goal kicking. Right-footed strike, no, left and wide. So 7 points to 5, France stay in front, but only just, and Ireland have responded in the perfect manner.
Perfect, it came from really good sustained attack and pressure that went through the hands phase by phase that resulted in a scrum over here. And although the scrum didn't go to plan, brilliant work by Ciara Griffin.
Make sure space.
Chermoulier to restart. No problem finding the 10 metres, but not a lot of height to give her teammates a chance to get up and contest again. In over that ball was Gail Hermé, but just came off her feet and had to let go. Big tackle again, Menage. She is a powerhouse.
Use it, please.
Dane told to leave it, or to use it even, I should say. Setting herself in a box kick. Not a huge amount of height on that one, and Chermoulier will gobble that up all day long. Tries the fence, lost her feet then. And just went to ground. Now she has a pretty bad knee injury. I wonder, is she in trouble there? Ireland have managed to turn it over as well. But that wasn't in the script. And Chermoulier is not getting back up. I think she's in trouble. Dane. Fowley. Crossfield kick. Back there is Boujard. She's inside the 22, so she can go straight into touch. That's a decent kick as well.
Okay, yeah.
But it's going to stay in field. Fowley. Going to have a go. Tackled by Boujard. Chermoulier is still down. This will be a massive blow for France to lose her. I wonder is it the same knee as well. Doesn't look at all comfortable as Claire Malloy bursts over the 10 metre line. There for Dane. Little step from Nick Irelnd. Carries into contact. Options all on the right hand side. Chermoulier back at her feet and limping. I don't think she's going to be able to continue. That would be a massive blow if she couldn't see out the rest of this game.
No, she certainly doesn't look comfortable there. She's still getting treatment over on the far side. You know, that'll psychologically affect the whole French team.
Messi.
Here we see it. She gathers the ball and just tries to step and just loses her footing there. The knee went from under her.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that surface as well. If your knee is in any way vulnerable, she's only just back from injury. If you fall and slip on that surface, you're in trouble. Ireland keep that in field. Delaney did well. Tremulia is back on her feet.
Wait.
So it could be an ankle. She's certainly not looking comfortable out there. Malloy to act at scrum half. Look at that. Counter ruck and a huge hit from Celine Ferrer. And a tackle again from the tight head, Clara Jouillot. Dane, another box kick. Bourdon on underneath it.
Okay.
Hands to Bouchard. Bouchard through the gap. Where was the tackle? Bouchard going to back herself surely for the corner. Bouchard against Considine. What a cover tackle. The offload is brilliant. And France go in. Jasson, the Toulouse winger, gets their second try of the game. That was all about the brilliance and speed, though, of Caroline Bouchard.
Unbelievable from Bouchard. Just her vision to see that gap, and then that offload was just sublime. But it comes from this box kick. That's a brilliant clear out, but well done Claire Malloy for cleaning it up. Good drive through. Seems to set a solid ruck, but if you're going to kick down the centre of the pitch, you have to have integrity in your defensive line. There's a huge gap there for her to run through. No one even to make the tackle. Great work across by Lauren Delaney and Emer Constantine on the scramble, but look at this offload.
Beautiful. Beautiful from Bouchard. As I say, Constantine flying in to make the tackle, but there was nothing they could do with the support line from Jasson. And 12 points to 5, 7 points to the gap once again with the conversion to come. Tremulier, well, she's okay to take the kick. It's a tough one though. That's the angle. Look at the beautiful strike. That is as casual as you like. What about that?
That's World Player of the Year right there for reasons like that. What a conversion. If this Irish team are going to continue to kick to the back three, they're really going to have to work on the integrity of the defensive line and speed.
Give me half a yard on it.
As you say, I mean, just gifting possession to someone like that and not following up and keeping instruction in defence.
Yeah, it's obviously it's part of their game plan, so everyone should be aware of that defensive, the connect between the defensive line on the way up. But there was just a huge gap there.
That's 22 tries in the competition this year for France.
Thanks.
As Fowley restarts again, Bouchard just took her eye off that. She is human after all. Gets the kick away. I'm not allowed to go straight into touch, but it's a decent position for Ireland now to try and launch something off this line out.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how France stack their defensive line. They've obviously a lot of jumping options, so they can have pivot players either jumping or turning to lift. So Ireland probably need a little bit of movement to pull France off.
Friday back on the pitch, so Ireland a full complement of 15. The line out doesn't go to plan, but I tell you what, Malloy took a really nice line to take the pass there from Reedy, and it should be there for Dane to use now. France trying to fan out, set their defensive structures, carried by Feely. Got a couple of big carries already in this game. Back with her scrum half, quick pass again to Fowley, and outside is Miller, is off her wing and is dumped onto the ground by Gabrielle Vernier. Taken by McLaughlin. France told to roll away and not interfere with possession. Dane looking for Friday. Support on her shoulder from Nick Averd. Fowley calling for it this time, and they're all pretty flat. That one didn't go quite as she intended, but it's come into an Irish arm, and they get forward momentum over that gain line. Fowley, lovely pass, beautiful line from Griffin as well. This time she's chopped down by Bourdon. Ireland happy to just go through the phases here now. Still going forward. France trying to get hands on the ball on the ground. Reedy.
She's offside, yeah? Advantage
being played to Ireland. France offside in the midfield. This is Feely again.
Offside on the wing.
It's against Bouchard. So it's a shot to nothing. Fowley, crossfield kick. This one is not going to work out. We'll go back to the penalty.
No advantage.
Yeah, that's really good sustained pressure by Ireland. I know it's only one out rugby, but it's working for them. It's sucking France in. It's putting them under pressure.
Thanks, man.
This is a great place for Ireland to be in.
14, offside.
So I presume they're going to go into the corner here. Ciara Griffin just having a word with Nicole Fowley. And the goal regions fly half, just waiting for instructions from her captain. Yeah, they're going into the corner here.
In front.
Chance to set the line out.
Make sure no one's in front if you're going to maul it. Okay, step away quickly. Alinea, line, perfect.
Just waiting for Laura Feely to get treatment on the nose there, just the bang to the nose.
She's had a few carries, hasn't she?
Go.
Yeah, she's been industrious. Here we see Claire Malloy's great footwork and the break on the inside. That's off a line out that malfunctioned, and they cleaned up really, really well.
9!
You can imagine France will contest here though. They get up to 2, and again it's not clean ball for Ireland, but it doesn't matter because it's come back on the right side, and Griffin trying to use her power again. This time she goes to ground 4 metres from the line. Pick and go.
Lash!
Friday presents it well. Ireland hammering away at the French line. Nicky Verds has a go. She makes half a metre. Almost there now. Malloy looking for options. Has McLaughlin outside, and Malloy goes herself. Did she get it down? Try! Claire Malloy gets Ireland second, and they close the gap once again.
Great resilience from Ireland to come back after that try that they gifted France, and just the sheer fight from the Irish pack. You know, again, not a clean line out, but cleaned up really well, and then just working through the phases. As I said,
15,
one out rugby,
okay.
but it's working for them.
Cheers, on the 15, thanks. I'm okay, mate, thank you.
Just see here at the back, Claire Malloy knows there's not much on. She picks it herself, and the fight, the power. You know, she said herself she's not the biggest player, but she definitely will outfight someone.
She'd no right to get through 2 French defenders in front of her. That was all about, as you say, the aggression and the commitment to get over that try line. Fowley with a much easier conversion attempt. Should fancy this one. It's on the right side for a right-footed kicker as well. Pressure on her. That one is just inside the upright. 14-12. 2-point game. 4 tries already inside the first quarter.
I'm very happy with the way the Irish forwards have really taken it to this formidable French pack, and you know, they're really asking questions of them.
Well, Adam Griggs, as I mentioned, says the whole squad have been working hard to rectify the errors that they made against the Italians. The French equally. Annick Ayrault, they put 40 points on Scotland. He said he wasn't happy with the performance. Wants fewer turnovers conceded and less handling errors. They seem to have cut those down, but Ireland, just through sheer grit and determination, particularly by the forwards, it has to be said,
you're in front. Okay, yeah, you are
put
fine.
themselves back within 2. Chamoulier. Fancy a little cut there. Bourdon. Tackled by Malloy, who has to roll away. Little dummy there by the captain there, mate. On that 10-metre line. Riveau. Chance there maybe for Breen to try and get her hands on it. The 19-year-old just pushed out of the way.
She's fine.
Pick and go by the tight head. Joyot. Riveau. Bourdon. Again. Thomas down. France down to 14 at the moment. Opportunity for Yango to give that pass away. She does eventually now. Here's the winger. Jasson already has 1 try. Can't get away from Malloy though. He's too quick, and then France give away the penalty.
Brilliant by Claire Malloy, and straight in over that was Irelnd Delaney. Again, it was a poor decision by France. Ireland had only 1 in the backfield, and there was a lot of space for the kick for Bourdon, but they're looking to spin it wide out to Menage in the wider channels.
Time off.
Here we see Yango to Bourdon, and look at the work rate of Claire Malloy again. Great body position from Irelnd Delaney in, straight over the ball. Jassan isn't slow, so from Lloyd to catch her is really impressive.
Caroline Thomas getting a bit of medical attention, the hooker at the moment, but as you say, Malloy, try scorer, and more than enough pace to go and catch a winger as well.
Yeah, I think Malloy would have been disappointed with her performances at the start of this and the last couple of games, and you know, she would have probably questioned herself a lot over the last one, done a lot of analysis on where she improved, but you know, she have to say in the first 20 minutes out here she's back to her best.
Both hookers down getting medical treatment. Derval Nicoverd for Ireland and Caroline Thomas for France, so both number 2s. Thomas has the scrum cap off. Just getting some strap in. Didn't quite see what happened to her, but should be pretty confident that she can continue. Irelnd as well, looked like it was a shoulder injury, just a knock that she took and maybe just a stinger. Adam Griggs got to be disappointed by
Nick, how are we looking
the defeat to the Italians last time out.
Yeah, definitely he was. You know, the first time Ireland ever lost to Italy, and he spoke a lot about their defence and tackling and things that they had put in place.
Meters, please. I put the ball precisely where the penalty is. Thank you.
Very clear there from the referee. Stop robbing the inches. But yeah, back to that. You know, he spoke a lot about defence and basics and what they worked on last week in camp, and we've definitely seen it here today. Apart from that the line integrity.
10 metres.
For the try off the kick, I think they've been quite good and solid.
So Fowley, difficult angle for a right-footed kicker, and she brings play.
Okay, line please.
Just inside the French half. Ireland will have to put into the line out.
I'm here. This one. Missy.
So Thomas strapped up and okay to continue. So too Irelnd. She's going to throw again. Line out, it's just not functioning. They've gotten away with a couple of times with it, Fiona, but they've got to sort that out.
Yeah, it's the call and the decision, forward and then the actual execution. A lot of pressure goes on the hooker, but it's not the hooker's fault if the call isn't to where it should be.
Try telling that to Sean Cronin.
Here we see it. That was actually right. It was just slightly over Aoife McDermott's head, but that was very. The jump pod was very far forward. You know, I think Dervin Nick was putting a bit more power on it because she expected the pod to be a bit further back, as it was the second pod in the line out.
Crouch!
23 minutes gone in Energy Park.
Bind!
2 points between the teams and 4 tries already on the board. The feed from Rivolon. Bourdon. Little half break. Oh, beautiful. Again, it's Malloy who has to come across to make the tackle. She is having a stormer so far. But Ireland, again, there's just too many big gaps out there. Goes to the wing. Boujard. Tremoulier just lost her feet again, but Boujard is a handful for this Irish defence at the moment. Rivolon. Pass to Ferre. Back to her fly half. Bourdon goes wide. The pass wasn't good though. Sat up nicely for Vernier. Ireland trying to steal. Should be there to use for France again. On goes Fulani. Aurikas. Straight into Feely. And again, Ireland coming in from the wrong side there. Referee warning, leaving it alone. Bourdon with the crossfield kick. Boujard after this one, the bounce of the ball. It might set up for Ireland. It has, and Delaney has support from Miller. But just couldn't get her hands free. Prancing over that ball, slowing it down. Well, was that legal at the breakdown?
I thought Yengo was off her feet there when she went in. She went straight in and off her feet.
Team went forward. There's no one there by Green. Yeah.
Would you mind watching the early push in the scrum?
Okay, perfect.
Just right there, we've got the good shunt.
Let's have a look at this. This is Delaney here.
Scrum, team going forward.
Took the tackle now, watch. Was she off her feet here? That's okay so far. There.
Just off the mark for me, please.
There wasn't a lot, Nicola. Friday was done. The French players on the ground.
No early push, wait for the ball.
Ciara Griffin's just asked the referee to watch the early push.
Bind! Set!
Scrum just twisting around 90 degrees, and look at the pressure from Griffin and Malloy as well, like a sniper. It went forward, advantage to Ireland. The offload from Dane is good, and it's gone backwards. Griffin again. Irish back row at the moment. The questions were asked about how they would deal with the strength of the French back row, but 6 and 7 in particular for Ireland. Malloy and Griffin have been brilliant. Advantage over, says the referee. Fowley puts one up. Awkward one for Tremoulier, but she's misjudged that one. Dangerous, and the offload to Boujard hasn't worked out. Pressure from Ireland. And France scramble back.
Use the ball.
Ménager. Irelnd trying to steal. Can't get her hands on it though. Irelnd. Bourdon to clear. Well, I tell you, you don't see Jessie Tremoulier make a bit of a meal of the high ball like that too often.
There's been numerous errors from this French side, but it's from the pressure that Ireland are putting on them. First here off a scrum, you know, brilliant by Ciara Griffin. She chased really hard up, and then Malloy likewise cleaned up by Dane. Wasn't a pretty ball. Again, Griffin back in the action. You know, they've been really industrious, both Griffin and Malloy, but
in the line.
There's been questions asked this French team, and this is when they'll either crumble or they'll front up.
Nicky Verd, was that straight? Got miles crooked from here. Malloy supported on her shoulder by McLaughlin. There for Dane, switching the point of attack to the right hand side. And only going to move this. Delaney fancies a cut herself, gets the offload as well to Considine, who's driven back by Celine Ferret. Feely, Dane, Fowley to Naupu. Pass to the outside to Breen. Tackle well by Rapson number. Yengo had to make that. And then France piled through, and have they managed to turn it over? Where's the ball? They have,
good turnover, good clear.
Box kick is blocked down by Griffin.
Blue ball. Good turnover, everyone on feet. Green mark, please.
We saw the first touch there, Anya Breen. I watched her in the warm-up game. Here's just the turnover before that. But I watched her in the warm-up game and against Wales, and she was very impressive. She did the simple things really, really well. I thought she would have featured long before this game, and she comes in now through injury.
Caroline Thomas to throw for France as we approach the half-hour mark. Good take by Irelnd.
One green side entry.
This could be dangerous for Ireland. On as they go. Ireland at 2s and 3s at the moment, and they're playing advantage as well for collapsing. So France will have a penalty here, and they should be able to clear from their own half. They're going to have a shot to nothing. Crossfield kick. Where's this going to bounce? Considine should be able to go back to the penalty.
Come back.
Yeah, around the French maul, you got to either get up and contest them in the air, or if you're staying down, you got to sack them before they get going.
Take the halfway.
There's the kick, brings play to the halfway line.
Entry at the start. Back foot. And then free collapse. Just don't play the legs, go underneath it.
Decent French crowd here as well, obviously with the men's game on tomorrow, but it's a brilliant atmosphere around the stadium.
In fairness to the French, they always travel well. Even when Ireland were playing out in Ashburn, there'd be crowds of them out there, and they're vocal and loud, and they bring colour and vibrancy to every game they go to.
Thomas throws.
Receiver, 2 metre. Early into the line.
Free kick to Ireland. Really doesn't waste any time to Malloy. No room there for Nicky Verd. Going back to Fowley. Swallowed up. Good tackle by Menage. Feely. Green. Good straight line. It's over the game line again. Reedy takes the hit. And then France win the penalty.
It's a holding on and you're rolling. So number 3 clearly rolling on the floor.
It's against Fiona Reedy.
Yeah, here we see her. Feely should have been in a little bit quicker. That Reedy shouldn't have needed to roll. She should have been on her shoulder and been first to clear out before France even got in.
I've got the mark there.
Bouchard finds touch
take the line,
inside
please.
the Irish half.
10 metre.
Half an hour played, 14 points to 12. 2 tries apiece. Thomas is listening for the call. French line out. Been perfect so far. Hermé goes up.
It's a good competition from Green.
Was she tackled on the ball? She was tackled in the air.
On the front, on the arm.
You can see it from this angle. We had a good view.
Full Green on the arm at the front.
Yeah, Aoife McDermott just pulled her arm down. You'll see it again here. Good throw, and she had her arm on the inside. She thought she was the fair game on the ball, but she pulled Hermé's arm down.
Green on the arm, the front of the line.
She's frustrated by that, but
15 plays
referee right on the spot. And again, France get into the 22. They'll fancy a maul, and a go at the Irish line. Bouchard finds touch. So half an hour gone, Fiona. Your thoughts on the Irish performance so far?
Yeah, they've definitely come out to match this French team, and you know, on paper you would have said the French team was better, but Ireland have definitely stepped up and fronted up to them well. I wouldn't let the game get loose at all, because if you let this game get loose, France will win it, but Ireland are doing well to slow them down and not give them that fast ball.
Diallo takes, and again France set that maul. Ireland
Same maul.
trying to slow it down,
Same
but the
maul.
momentum is with the French, and it's at the back with Joyo, and she got her hands on the ball, needs to get her body position lower and avoid being ripped off, because Friday is in there trying to make a nuisance of herself. Menage, and it's a penalty to France. Advantage, offside against Reedy. That's the second penalty that Reedy's given away.
3 offside from the maul.
In the space of about a minute. Go back for it.
Come here, time off. 3, please.
Could see a card. He's going to talk to Fiona Reedy.
Okay, this is an individual warning now. Too many penalties against this player individually. We've got a maul, clearly not onside, and makes the tackle. Next one she gives, she's probably going to be leaving the box. Yeah, no problems at all.
Ireland have conceded the most penalties from tackles in the championship, with
so
15
time
before
on, please,
coming in today. You can add to that now.
Offside from the maul.
But Fiona Reedy gets a warning there.
It
Take
just
the line,
allows
please.
France into this really good attacking
I'm at the
position,
back.
5 metres out, and that's 2 penalties, one after the other, that puts them here. So Ireland just putting themselves under a little bit of pressure by giving away silly penalties, really.
This is a dangerous position for the French pack to have a go. I wonder will Ireland even contest this? They're not going to. Probably the wise decision. Ferret sets it, and that's at the back with Thomas. She already has one try, the French hooker. She's joined now by Fulani, and France using their power and finding the Irish soft spot, and they're almost at the line. Are they down? Just short. Ball back and recycle, and options out wide.
Use it!
Told to use it. Hermé hit by Fowley. Good tackle by the Irish fly half. Ireland got to roll away. Still there for the French.
Hands off, Green, leave!
Ori Cast calling for it. So to Thomas. It's the loose head who gets it. Ori Cast into the new ball. It's there. That's a try. France in for the third. And it's Lise Ori Cast, the loose head prop, that gives the French supporters something to celebrate.
Power from Ori Cast to go over from that. Again, the line out, the maul, the one out runners, and the power of this French pack they show. Here we see Forlani going, great drive from Forlani, good hold up from Ireland, which was under a little bit too much pressure. Here we see Aracast, she's waiting for the ball, she runs up and out, Felix shrugs her off, and then Senni completely misses her.
Just too much power, but as you say, maybe the body height and the tackle from Senni Naupu, not what it should have been, and the loose head backing herself from 5 metres out. Conversion to come. This to make it 21-12.
It's got the French crowd singing now.
And Massalis ringing out in Energia Park. Not the sound the Irish team would want to hear, but a reflection of the score as Jessie Tremoulier prepares to take the conversion. She's 2 from 2 so far. Make it 3 from 3. Flags go up. 21 points to 12.
Looking at it again, Feely was on her. 2 Irish players, we won. Senni just totally slid off the side of her.
Looked like she was almost trying to go for the ball there, wanted to stop the player.
Yeah, and then
make sure
completely
players
missed
behind.
it.
So 5.5 minutes of play at the end of the first half. One more try for the French would give them the bonus point. Ireland playing catch up once again. Probably goes for distance, but again,
Gone backwards,
has to be
play on.
dealt. Backwards from Ferret. It's not going to find touch. It is. That's a pretty impressive kick.
Great quick kick there. So Claire McLaughlin could have worked a little bit harder to try and keep that in.
Line, please. Thanks, Claire. Cheers, mate.
But again, Boujard had so much time, even after a fumble from Ferrer, that she had so much time to clear her lines and get such
Thank
a
you, guys.
distance. And here we see Ireland with a shortened line out.
Thank you.
See Catherine Dane talking to Alison Miller, so she,
No, form the line.
I think, is going to be involved in whatever the move is if Ireland can win
Form
the line.
the
out.
line, please. You've clearly stopped. You come into the line.
Ireland go up again. Doesn't go to the intended target,
it's a
but
knock-on
Malloy
advantage.
rescues the day and tries to get
Knock-on
away from
advantage.
Diallo. There for Dane. Friday. Thomas does enough to put her down. Ireland switch, Nick Irelnd.
Advantage is now over now from knock on. Advantage over.
Advantage over, says the referee from the knock on. Feely carries into contact, put down by Ferry. Should be there for Dane. Little switch back inside to Reedy. Nick Irelnd. Dane once more. Naupu. Held in the tackle. Griffin to Reedy. Dummy by the tight head. Gets towards the France 10-metre line. And France told
it's a
to
good
leave
competition at first. Good
Dane goes
competition
right.
and ends up off feet. Lash.
Again, France getting up quickly, just running out, allowing Ireland too much time on the ball. No, boo, little dummy. Nobody bought that as the rain starts to come down. Malloy, lined up by Bourdon. Quick feet to get out of trouble though. That's really nifty work by the open side, because she was going to get a shoulder right into the midriff.
Advantage lost forward.
Nick Irelnd dropped it. Advantage to France, and now the chase in from Bouchard. If this sits up, she could be in. Bouchard! Oh, it's a gift! It's an absolute gift for the French winger. That's the bonus point.
Yeah, that came from nothing. Just when he thought Ireland were getting a bit of momentum going forward, Riveland turns over the ball, spots the space in behind, kicks it through, and great chase from Bouchard. Here we see Laura Feely, little tip on to Derv Nick Irelnd. Great work by Furlani to pick it out of her hands. Riveland sees the space in behind. And look at this chase, the speed from Bouchard.
Claire, you've checked that in the background, mate?
She outpaces Alison Miller there, just shows you how quick that she is.
What a finish, lethal. She set up the try for her opposite wing, Jasson, to get the second.
Just 1 second.
Bouchard gets one of her own. Pats on the back from the subs as well. 26-12, bonus point in the bag inside the first half.
Yeah, here we go. She was a step ahead of Alison Miller, and then she doesn't even have to change her stride. She just picks up that ball, it bounces up fabulously, and there's no catching her.
I think they're just checking for offside, but now referee's happy with what he's seen, so
Perfect.
Jessie Tramoulière to add the conversion and make it 28-12 with 2 minutes to play at the end of the first half.
And I don't think that score really reflects what we've seen in the first half. I don't think that France have been that dominant.
It's very frustrating, I imagine, for the Irish pack, Fiona, because they have worked tirelessly, but to give away a try like that.
Yeah, I think a couple of France's tries have been like that. They've just come against the run of play, and it puts them in a really powerful position going in at half time, and this is when heads go down, and Ireland can't allow that because they have been in this game.
Hasn't missed one yet, the French full back. Why start now? Beautiful kicking style. 28-12. Well, as you say, Ireland will be kicking themselves here, and I'm sure Adam Griggs will be very frustrated. This was the knock-on, Nick Irelnd just losing in contact, but you have to react when those situations develop.
Yeah, but it was great work from Furlani there. She didn't knock it down without Furlani was there pulling it out of her hands, but the Ireland back three should have been there even on that turnover, because it still had to be popped from Furlani to Riveland and then the kick to go in, so we should have reacted a little bit quicker.
Again, Fowley goes deep. Better hands this time from Ferre, the French second row. Tramoulière swings that boot of hers again over the halfway line. Fowley
Backwards, play on.
just took her eye off it. Went backwards though, got away with it, and she's going to find touch. Is that going to go in straight?
I've got the mark.
The inside of her boot, out on the full, and it's another unforced error, and this gives France possession just towards the end of that first half.
It was definitely the right decision. There was loads of space back there, but then the execution just didn't match the right decision. Again, frustrating, putting France back on the attack in a really good position in a short line out. They're looking for the likes of Menage out in that centre of the pitch.
Caroline Thomas, is there one more score left in this French team? He goes to the back, it's a beautiful throw, it's an equally good take, and it's ball off the top for the back line to have a go. Menage, oh that's beautiful, and through the centre they go, the offline to Jessie Tramoulière. Was that forward? It looked like it. We've gone 40, that should be the half-time whistle. France so dangerous with the ball on that back line. Tremoulier annoyed with herself, but they can be pretty happy with their lot in that first half. 4 tries on the board, the bonus point secured already, and Ireland with a lot of work to do in the second half if they're to come back into this game. It's been an entertaining first 40 minutes. We've plenty more rugby to be played here in Energia Park in the Women's Six Nations Championship, but at the half-time whistle, the score is Ireland 12, France 28. Analysis after the break. So, here we go. Almost set for the second half. And Jessie Tremoulier, who had that bit of an injury scare in the first half, but looks like her ankle has survived the roll. And Bouchard has been in the thick of everything. I think Ireland just needs to keep an eye on whatever it is that she's doing.
Well, we're kicking the ball to her, so she's going to be in it. So it's very important that we have that line chase and that integrity in our line chase.
Okay, captain. Time on.
Great to see her back fit, has to be said. And hasn't missed a kick all evening long as well. 4 tries, 4 conversions. As McLaughlin takes the high ball, tries to get Ireland on the front foot early on here. France scored very early in the first half. Don't want to see a repeat of that. As Nick Ward carries into contact. Fowley to Naupu, again a dummy, but again French defence reading it, and Diallo makes the tackle. Dane out to Miller. Tackle goes in from Vernier. Dane once more, just delay that pass slightly. And look at Diallo with the leg drive, forcing Ireland back.
No.
Fowley looking to run from inside their own 22, Ireland. It's great when it works, but
inside.
you don't want to cough up possession here, because France, so we know, are absolutely clinical when they do get half a chance. Now, who thought about the offload and contact, but opted to die with the ball. Dane to McDermott, who's Considine. I haven't seen a huge amount of the ball in the first half, but she presents it nicely for a scrum half. Another carry, this time from Friday.
Use it, please, 9. Bind on, full arm. Wingers level play on.
Box kick from Dane. Tremoulier underneath that ball, takes it nicely, and the handoff is good as well. Jessie Tremoulier going past Considine and setting it up. Harry Cast, one of the try scorers in the first half. Riveau Alain calling for it on the left hand side. Oh, lovely hands through the gap they go as well. Yengo for France, keeps it alive, and back to Tremoulier inside the Irish 22. Dangerous position if they can get this one wide. Bourdon out to Menage. She's so dangerous. Menage still going. Look at the strength of her, an absolute powerhouse. And the offloads went backwards, but Ireland pounced on the ball, and I think they've managed to survive. Menage maybe just forcing the pass.
Okay, use the ball, it's available now.
Quite
use
necessary.
the ball, play him.
But Ireland have a lot of work to do to relieve the pressure here. France had started well. Thomas puts McLaughlin
You've
down.
taken it back in. Don't take it back in.
Feely this time, trying to get a couple of yards, and Dane wants numbers out on that right hand side. She's gone back in the pocket to Fowley.
Stop here. Wait, stop.
Puts the boot on it, but it's you-know-who kicking it straight down Bouchard's throat. Now what can she do from here? She already has 1 try and 1 assist to her name. Gets the offload away. Nicely done as well to Irelnd, the captain. Tackle, was that high from Miller? Referee was right on the spot and says no, play on. Riveau Alain to Menage. Takes the tackle. Where's that ball? Ireland desperately trying to get their hands on it.
Turnover's a good one.
Turnover was good. And then France win it back.
Double turnover, both legal.
Diallo missed out. Bourdon. Big hit comes out from Nick Ward, but she can't quite get her hands wrapped around. Riveau Alain. Back to her fly half. Tries a little dummy, needs support, doesn't want to get isolated. Yengo in to help her out. Presents it well. Should be there for a scrum half. Diallo trying to get around the first tackle, did well. McDermott couldn't stop her. France need to recycle here. Where's that ball? Penalty Ireland.
Well done, Claire Malloy. In
Through
over
to the
that
side,
ball,
no effect,
outstanding
hold
work
on.
from her. France just showed how threatening they are when they get Menage on the ball. We haven't seen an awful lot of her, but she is lethal. She's lethal if she gets any chance at it, and then she just try to force the offload.
Hold on.
Here we see Yango on the break. Great pace from her. She came off for Lanny's shoulder
Okay,
really well
10,
and
let's
kept the
go,
ball
please. I'll wait
alive
line over
very
you,
well.
okay?
Back inside to
There's middle one,
Tremillier.
sorry.
Fairness to Dane, she had to
you,
make
mate.
that tackle or she was in for a try.
Yeah. Here we see Claire Malloy in over the ball, doing what she does best. Strong body position, slowing down and getting the penalty.
Now Fowley's got to find touch here. It's a long way out though. Right in the middle, and I don't blame her for just settling for touch. Oh, she hasn't found it, and then a mistake. The drop ball from Forlani. What an opportunity that was.
Sorry.
Yeah, obviously we've seen
George.
Ireland kind of changed their tactic at the start of this half. They played the ball a lot in their 22 and they didn't look for the kick. And the last kick out of the 22, Fowley kicked right down the centre to Boujard again. If we're not looking for touch, we have to hit the 5 metre tram lines.
Nick Award to throw. Ireland line out. Wasn't great in the first half on a couple of occasions, but that's a really good take from Friday, and an equally good driving maul as well to relieve a bit of pressure and a bit of territory outside the 22. Now Dane wants the ball. Now Upa standing at first receiver. Quick feet to break the tackle.
Not held.
Not held. Allowed to continue forward. Back to Dane. Fowley only has 2 outside her, and France should have enough defenders here. Delaney tries to go through. She's knocked it on, and Bouchard is away. Gets the offload. Yango, I think it was, who died with the ball. Still there, Menage bursting off the first tackle. How do you stop her? Bourdon, flat pass this time, gets the offload. Diallo, support on her shoulder, or a need to roll away. Griffin a little bit slow back on her feet. Riveau Alain back inside. France now,
advantage,
4 metres, an advantage being played. It's a free shot here. Will they get in again for their 5th try? Surely Menage is in. It's another one for France, and you have to say they fully deserve it.
Fully deserve it. Some of their offloading was absolutely outstanding. It came from a turnover again. Boujard threatening down that wing, support by Yenga, and then to finish with Menage. She's so powerful. Here we see the turnover. Delaney step inside. Great rip there by Yenga. Boujard down the wing. Great footwork again. She is just electric. Great offload. She has everything. And then they just worked through the phases. There was a nice offload in between the forwards. There was a nice pass back inside from Riveland to Forlani, which we see here. And again, quick recycling of the ball. Ireland tried to slow them down, but they can do nothing. Tremillier, great hands. And look at this from Menage. There's nothing Miller can do there.
Is there a better player in the world right now?
I'd say Sarah Byrne for England might say something, but from the back row, she is outstanding. She's powerful, she's dynamic, she can offload. You know, I think we saw her at her best during the World Cup, and she's just kept that form going.
I mean, I think that Safi and Dye as well. I mean, you know, when Menage came into the back row, cemented her place at number 8, and Dye, who's in the stands here, but she's injured at the moment. She's a massive loss, and then you also add in Lenny Corson, who's not playing either.
Yeah, no, like to lose those players, have the players come in, but that back row, if they're given any sort of quick ball, it's just, they're so difficult to stop.
Well, I tell you what, Jessie Tremillier on her own has done wonders for the French goal kicking percentage, because she hasn't missed one yet. 35 points to 12, and now it is a mountain for Ireland to climb.
There is, you know, they were obviously in it up until 6 minutes before half time. That last score just before half time really killed them. France have their tails up now. They have a lot of confidence. They're gonna I think forge on a little bit now.
Lindsay Peat, with just the last remnants of a shiner, comes in, and it's Feely who goes off. So Fowley.
Advantage.
It's a rare mistake. I think it was Irelnd, the captain, who dropped that. There's advantage being played to Ireland. So let's see what they can get going from here. Inside the French half for the first time really in this second half, as Alison Miller a little bit slow to get back to her feet. Knock on, no advantage.
Yeah, unforced error there from Hermé. I think she just judged her position a bit wrong. She was underneath the ball a little bit too much, but she really should have caught it.
On the ball.
Hard to know what to do if you're Adam Griggs. Obviously Lindsay Peat's just come in, so she'll add a bit of strength and power to that front row. But you can't be enjoying what he's seeing so far.
No, I think with Ireland they have to try and reduce the unforced errors. If they're kicking, it has to be to touch or the 5 metre line. And if they're tackling the likes of Menage and they're putting 2 people, it has to be one high, one low, and there has to be clear communication about who's going where and make sure that they make it count if there's 2 people going on her.
Day out to Fowley. Nice line from Green, but an equally good tackle. She turned looking for support. Back for a scrum half. Fowley once more. Miller has Delaney outside her. Here's Delaney trying to back her pace. Little switch with Considine. Big tackle goes in. Considine hits the ground. Good attacking platform for Ireland here. Friday. Another big hit goes in. Penalty Ireland.
Goal away.
And they need tries here. They're a long way back.
That was really good attack. Came off set piece. Great line from Enya Breen to set them up and get them go forward ball. Great movement to the ball out to the wings. And a switch back inside.
You're kicking, aren't you?
Yeah, fine.
That's fine. We'll see it at the line. Okay. Cheers.
Penalty here. They have to kick for touch. There's no point in going for posts.
So Fowley to hit touch, which he does so. Line out to Ireland. Alison Miller's just getting a bit of attention.
Here we see Breen's line. Brilliant line by her. Great fight through the tackle. Presents the ball excellently. And that gives them really quick ball that creates space out here. Good switch cross by Constantine. Well reacted. Again, Miller in. And we get a penalty from that really good attack. This is the best attacking position now that Ireland have been in the second half.
HIA, okay, fellas, HIA.
Has to go off for a HIA.
HIA.
You can imagine it'll be Bevan Parsons to come in and make her Six Nations debut at 17 years of age.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. Like, she's a phenomenal athlete. We saw glimpses of her in the November internationals. Obviously, she went away, played the sevens, where she did remarkably well as well, stepping up onto that international stage, and she certainly was not out of place.
Here she comes, Six Nations debut.
Time back on, Claire. In you come.
From Ballinasloe.
She was playing an under-18s provincial final there about 2 weeks ago for Ballinasloe, and now to see her up here, it's brilliant.
Early lift.
It's a free kick to Ireland, but the Irish pack haven't heard the referee's whistle.
Stop.
You think they nearly would have preferred them all?
We've got an early lift and then a not straight, so it's a free kick, early lift, and then it's a not straight. You can have the line out if you'd like. You can have line out again if you want.
Yeah, Ireland would have been happy just for that ball to have been allowed to keep going because they had a bit of momentum on it.
Line out again. Early lift. Line out again.
It's not scrum.
No, they can have the line out because the free kick is from the line, so line out again.
Yeah, so Ferrer was up early in the line out. Ireland are going to go for line out again. Although the throw was crooked, they kind of got out of jail there.
Why would you not tap and go from that position?
Yeah, I think they're looking to get them all going, but you got to win the line out, and the line out's under pressure.
When you're up against the best line out as well in the championship, why would you risk losing the ball? You tap and go from there, you back yourself.
And you keep the ball.
And you keep the possession. Now they've lost it, and France are trying to move towards their own 22-metre line. With Ireland, again, got to be careful here not to be offside. Where's that ball? It's back with Rivola.
It's available to be played.
Bourdon standing deep. Going to be asked to get rid of this
Blue,
one.
stop! Two, stop! Okay.
Not going to find touch. Dane is underneath it. Pass to Considine. Big tackle, lined up Delaney. But the result of all that is Ireland back now just inside their own half. Sending Naupu. Breen. Oh, lovely offload. Naupu takes it off her on tackle into the ribs. Big tackle. Perfectly legal. And Dane looking to feed the blind side. McDermott this time. And again, she gets shoved back. France now have really found their aggression levels and they're not giving Ireland an inch. Griffin. Back for Dane. Fowley. Oh, Claire Malloy has dropped it. No advantage coming. I mean, from a position where they could have tapped and got, and you keep possession, and who knows? Yeah. They've lost, what, 60 metres?
It's a poor decision, to lose.
Time off. One, please.
It's always points, position, and which you're going for, and I don't know why they wouldn't keep possession there. That's some hit.
Harry Cast is coming off, and Traore is coming in, so loose head for France, and fresh legs into the front row.
Play down injured.
Try as well for Lisa Harry Cast today. Good performance from her. And Traore comes in. Bit of attention to one of the other forwards, I think, for the French as well.
France's line speed as well in that whole phase was phenomenal. That let them get their bodies into good position to make such dominant hits as well.
Time on scrum.
With the split back line
Thanks.
here and the
Middle,
pace
yeah.
that they have in this French line, Fiona. I mean, Ireland just got to really be careful and just try and pick out the strike runners. I mean, I see Bouchard with her hand up on the right hand side, Tremoulier as well standing there. I wouldn't be surprised to see Menage break off the scrum.
Yeah, the French scrum has obviously been more powerful than the Irish scrum, and they'll look to get good momentum off and then probably get a good forward shove to allow Menage a little bit more time off the back row.
First scrum for Traore, locked it out well. Should be there for Irelnd. They're going the left hand side this time. Bourdon, line again up the middle, beautiful break in the first and the second tackle, trying to get the pass on the outside to Bourdon. Dummy inside the Irish 22. Quick ball wanted. Irelnd keeping it alive. Diallo breaks the first, almost the second. Good hit though from McLaughlin. It's got to roll away, making a nuisance of herself. Advantage being played. Didn't roll away in time. Menage takes the tackle. Dangerous position again for the French. Looking for their 6th try. Little kick over the top. It's a penalty.
You got 2 here or further
They're
over?
so
What would you like?
quick to punish an Irish mistake.
So
Yeah,
here,
like that was just a
Captain,
missed tackle.
penalty here,
Yenga, her
or
power
over
going
there?
through.
here, okay.
Their power
17,
going through.
roll
It's
away.
putting Ireland under huge pressure that they're giving away these penalties.
There you go, thank you.
You know, they're going to look for this maul again.
Cheers, man.
Here we
Here's
see Menage.
again. 2 hands on the ball that time. Good tackle to put her down.
Yeah, but Lindsay
No
Pete
one
not
in
rolling
front.
away.
You got to move. You got to move, especially when the referee's shouting at you. Caroline Thomas to throw. 5 metres out, the French line out. It's pressure for Ireland. That one is straight, and again it's set them all. Ireland have to try and bring this down any way they can. It's at the back with Thomas looking for a second try. Can she get that down? It's been held up.
Yeah, well done Ireland, getting their bodies underneath it, but you know, I think it's now coming off a scrum. This French scrum is so strong and it's such a good attacking position.
Thank you, sir.
Stay up. Time off.
Just held
Okay,
up.
so 3.
Just held up, but I think France were almost going a little bit too fast that they couldn't control where they were going themselves.
Time off. Change, yeah. Send them on, please.
Changes
3,
for
8 and 10
Ireland
on the
then.
way.
So Fiona Reedy going off. You'll see the cavalry coming in there. So Njunga is in. So too Ellen Murphy, Mo Belvedere, and
Claire,
Anna
time on.
Capeless as well.
Scrum held up over the line.
In from
Thank you.
McLaughlin. So fresh legs for Ireland.
I was surprised to keep Capeless not start the game. I thought she'd been impressive for the first 3 games in the tournament.
Yeah, it was a bit of a strange one, I have to say, but I've got
Crouch!
25 minutes now to make a name for herself here.
Bind! Set!
Again, look at the power in the French scrum.
Advantage!
It's a shot to nothing. Penalty advantage here. The French are going to have a go. Tremoulier! She's down.
That's held up. I'm going back for a penalty.
Held up, but what a
I'm
line.
going back for a penalty. That's held up. I'm going
Just
back, standing up in the
relentless
scrum.
pressure
I'm
on the
going
Irish
back.
line.
So,
Keir
guys,
Griffin
no
managed to
try. I'm
get
going
her body
back
under
to
that line, but she's
standing
hurt
up.
herself in the process.
Okay, yeah, we'll relax.
And she's in a lot of pain as well.
So penalty, standing up. Time off. So ball here. Penalty, 2, standing up. Just ball down.
Here we see Dervna Cavard
They're both 2 standing up in the scrum.
scrum.
Okay, just hold the line. We've got a player clearly injured here now.
Great work by Griffin to get across and get her body under that line.
Ireland not out of the woods yet, though.
No, they're going to look for that maul again. Hopefully Keir Griffin's able to stay on the pitch.
Looks like she seems to be
You
okay.
That's fine, take your time.
Tough nut.
How is she? Is she okay? Are you?
You know, I have to say herself and Claire Malloy's performance in the first half, it kept that French back row quiet. We didn't see Menage in the first half. If they can look to
Okay, yeah.
negate her Menage from the game again,
Yeah,
you know, that would do wonders for this Irish team.
Time on.
Well, Marseille is ringing out again in Energy Park, keeping the Irish crowd very quiet at the moment. Thomas. Again, the line out inch perfect from France. When you just can rely on that set piece, what happened there? Referee's got a penalty to Ireland.
Clear obstruction.
Obstruction.
It's possibly whoever was lifting got in front of the jumper.
Clear block.
Yeah, so whoever lifts the ball, you'll see it here. Furlani got her body straight across, but blocking on both sides. Both slippers, Hermé and Furlani, both blocked the jumper, which meant Ireland couldn't get in for a tackle if they were looking to sack the line out.
Got to win the ball here. Ireland need to get their hands on it.
Yeah, they do. You know, it's tough. Obviously, it's great defensive French line out. As I said,
please don't obstruct.
As I said, Ireland need a little bit more movement. But no matter where they move, France have the jumper, so it's the speed on the ground that they need to look for.
Nick a word to throw, waiting for the instructions though.
Please, form it, please, get in.
To give her the call. Got to win this line out. France get up again, and once again it's Boyle. Incredible athleticism from that French pack, and then they drop it. Unforced error.
France have picked off our line out in that same position a few times. Even McDermott there, not exactly a 4, they're just coming in front of her. And it's a really difficult throw for Dervla to hit. There's 2 French pods up, and she's trying to get it in the middle of the 2 of them.
There you go.
Vernier would be very disappointed with that.
There's an chance, wasn't it, as well? She had 3 players outside her. One in the loop.
Space.
What can Ireland do from here? They've been camped inside their own half for pretty much the entire second half here. Njunga packing down.
Crouch!
Against Traore, the 2 substitute props going head to head.
Stand up. We only have problems when the changes are made. We keep our space. Okay, scrums have been really good. This side, not good. Keep our space. Same ball.
Clear instructions from Tempest there. And Njunga wouldn't have obviously a lot of experience.
So we need more space.
In the front row, she's come from the back row. She's definitely a player for the future in this position, but just technically she doesn't have the hours yet scrummaging. So I'd say over the next few years we'll definitely see her improve, and she brings so much around the park. She's definitely one for the future.
Will they not send her out to you for a while? No.
I don't know if my scrummaging was ever my best. I'm sure my teammates would say that about me. wasn't my biggest strength.
Free kick to France. Menage takes it from her scrum half, and they're lining up here. Yengo have to take the tackle. Riveau-Alain going to work the blind side. Tremoulier, not a lot of room to work with for the full back.
Release,
doesn't want to turn on the wrong side.
Not now, not now, 7 off feet.
Malloy told to stay away. Bourdon, flat line again with Céline Ferrer.
Turnover's good.
Turnover for Ireland. Good work at the breakdown. Griffin trying to bounce off the tackle. Traore puts her down.
Green, wait, stop.
Just to relieve a little bit of pressure, but again it's straight to Tremoulier, and she will eat that up all day long. Still on her feet, the full-back. Trying to recycle here. Riveau-Alain to Menage. The 2 brick walls going head to head. That's a battle, I can tell you. Bourdon, flat pass again to Ferret.
Off feet.
Riveau-Alain back inside. Traore and the prop. 17.
Yep.
Lindsay Peat made the tackle. Still there for France though.
Next stoppage, mate. We'll check it.
On they go. The captain Irelnd. Riveau-Alain goes to the right. Chance here for Lani. Gets the offload to Bouchard. Quick feet and needs support. Good recycle effort. The pick and go. Are they in? Was it held up?
Held up.
5 metres short, or 5 metre try I should say, or 5 metre scrum.
Held up again by Ireland.
I want to check potential foul play by the French ball carrier, please, into the Irish 6, I believe. Checking for foul play against by blue. Okay, so can we stick on the screen, please?
We're looking for a potential foul play.
Coming now, Tempo.
Was it Menage running into Ciara Griffin?
Leading with the forearm, was it? Yeah.
Tempo, those are the best 2 angles.
Okay, so Claire, I need to see this in slow-mo. So, okay, Claire, that's really simple for me. It's if we start talking facts now, it's a non-ball carrying arm.
Agreed.
It's with force and it's to the head and neck region.
Agreed, Tempo.
So what's the number of that player, please?
points. Number 8, blue.
Okay, so for me, on field, it's a red card for 8 blue. Non-ball carrying forearm to the head and neck of the Irish player.
I think this is something that referees
Tempo,
were
let me show you the point of
going to
contact
look
first.
at, but I think
It's coming now, Tempo.
Cheers, Claire.
Claire Hodnett's looking at the point where she makes contact. So it's not right into her neck and it slides up
Claire,
into
I've
her
seen
neck.
enough. It finishes her head and neck. It's always high. She's leaving the field for me. That's a red card. Wait.
Okay, Tempo.
What do you think of that decision?
8.
I think it was definitely a yellow card. I think where the contact
Forearm
initially
face.
made was below the neck. But as Ian Tempest said, she did slide up and the end contact was head and neck. You know, it's definitely something referees were told to look at, was that leading with the forearm.
So Menage is off for the last 20 minutes. Is that going to swing the game in any way towards Ireland's favour? They've got to get points on the board and they've got to get them quickly. 15 on 14 now. And arguably the best player on the pitch has gone off.
Psychologically, I don't know if that's going to affect France enough. It's just whether Ireland can get enough quick
please.
ball and get in behind this French team.
Quick tap and go, so Murphy wasting no time. Got to get outside their own half. Lindsay Peake carries over the 10-metre line. There for Dane. Murphy again to Naupu. Malloy. Capeless in just to tidy up. Murphy again. Njunga hits the deck. Ireland still in their own half. Can they break the line? Friday. Dane. Green, well tackled. And France up so quickly. Another big hit goes in. This time from the captain, Erme. Murphy to Njunga. Carries it 2 hands, tackled by Diallo. Nick Awards.
Sucky foot on. Yeah.
Trip and a quick tap. Again, Dane wasting no time. And Capeless on her inside shoulder. Back to Murphy. Njunga again, another carry. Now Ireland finally out of their own half. Can they get points on the board? Plenty of time left, 20 minutes to go. Lovely hands from Naupu. What about that? And out to the wing they go. Chance here. Parsons, the flyer, 17 years of age, back on her feet. First touch of the ball. She's had to wait a long time for it. Momentum with Ireland. Capeless now.
Never held.
Pete. Nick Award. Doesn't want to get isolated. Presents it well. Griffin in support. There's Dane. To Pete. Lindsay Peake for Ireland. Inside the 22. What a run by the prop. And France all over the place at the moment. Ireland looking for quick ball. Naupu calling for it. Friday. Surely that pass had to go. It's tough to tackle. Straight into 2 French defenders. Ireland recycled though. They still have it. A chance still there. Back to Malloy. There Malloy. Was that forwards? Good looking from here. Njunga. France scrapping for the ball. Ireland trying to hammer at the French line. First time they've been here for the entire second half. Njunga just short. Surely it's a matter of time. Can they recycle that ball? France defending. Tackles going in. Again, it's just short from Ireland. Njunga has a go. She can't quite get there. They need to be careful now just to recycle that ball. Capeless leaves it for Dane. They're going to go wide now. Murphy hands to Considine. Surely it must be for Naupu. Ireland are in.
What a try. How many phases did we go through to score that try? We had a bit of everything. The forwards took it up, the ball went out the backs, and it was sustained pressure then by the forwards on the line. Here we see this. We haven't seen much of Naupu's passing skills, but that was top drawer there. And here we see Parson, everything about Parson. And then Ireland went through pick and go. I don't know how many pick and goes there were. Ball goes out. Ellen Murphy, Constantine, brilliant pass. And Naupu finishes well.
(35-17) conversion to come. France regrouping and plenty of conversation underneath the post there, because they're going to have to play the rest of this game with 14. Murphy, can she add the extra 2? It's a difficult angle. Not a bad strike, but it's gone left and wide. 35-17. 18 points the gap.
It's been good to see Ireland speed up the game. They know the line that's not working. They're looking for the quick taps. They're looking to move the ball a little bit quicker. And they're going to have to continue to do that. Also now we don't have a kicking option really in a 10. That's why Murphy lost her position originally. She plays more flat on the gain line, and she's not a much kicking 10. So I look to see her play the game move the ball a little bit more.
Chloe Pell is in for Ireland, or for France I should say. Sevens international. Capus didn't hold that, but it went backwards, and she did well to recover her composure. Ireland with possession. Nicola Wards into contact. First tackle from Chloe Pell. There's the Gary Owen. Good pressure here, and Considine, it went forward. Very unlucky, Emer Considine. Good chase.
Great chase by her. You know, it's come off her a few times in previous games. She really put her. Good kick. Nicole Cronin, great kick.
Okay, let's play.
I was unlucky there on Constantine that it just didn't bounce up nicely for her.
Stay up. You're in there.
Interested in seeing Chloe Pell.
Time off, please.
I know she plays prop in the 7s, but coming in to prop in the 15s game as well. She hasn't had a huge amount of time there. She's been trialled a few times with Stade Francais. Got a couple of minutes in the November International against New Zealand, but then she's been away with the 7s up until this game.
So Emma Coutier goes in at fly half, and that means that Pauline Bourdin goes back to scrum half, where she played most of the championship so far. And for Ireland, good to see Nicole Cronin back.
It is. She's been out injured. She's worked hard to get back for this game, so she'd be itching to go. But I think Bourdin is back at her better position. I definitely think she's a better scrum half than she is 10.
Set!
Let's see what France can do from here. They definitely have the edge of the scrum, even without Ménager. There's the pass. First touch, Lily Naupu getting up right into the face of Gesson.
Not high for me on field. Hits the ball.
Capus puts in a tackle.
It's high.
Back in the pocket is Tremoulier.
Sorry, someone's just spoken to me.
Considine goes back. Where's that ball going to bounce? Should be okay. Delaney inside to Cronin. Oh, look at that. First touch. Griffin. Lovely little half break for the scrum half. Naupu.
Own player.
Pass to nobody though. France trying to get up to get the pass. Stop Malloy. Penalty Ireland. France discipline now. Just evaporating a little bit. Cronin.
They're fine.
To Capeless. Made a big impact since she's come on. Now this time France get the penalty.
Yeah, Chloe Pell right in there. You know, Capeless obviously great offload there from Nicole Cronin, who was right to go quick off that penalty. We just needed more Irish players to react than Capeless, that she should have had the support there to ruck out before Chloe Pell could have got in.
So Bouchard to find touch for France, and I'm sure they'll be relieved just to have possession, because Ireland have come back into this game since that red card to Ménager. It has swung the pendulum the opposite way, if you like.
Time off.
It has, and it was a great reaction from Ireland. You know, they really put on France again, and I think these changes have brought a bit more energy into the team. You know, Nicole Cronin definitely brings energy into any squad she's in. Here we see Emma Hooven coming into play, Sterling Nick Ward, who I thought had a great game. She's industrious, she's clever thinking, she moves around the park really well. I know her line-out thrown wasn't up to the standard that she would have expected, but that wasn't all down to her. It was down to the decision making as well, and the movement of the pods.
So Caroline Thomas to throw. French line out. Ireland try to get up with
that's them all
to contest, but France at them all, and they're trying to go on here. Really good stuff by the French pack. So dangerous from the line. It doesn't matter where they are. Claire Malloy's got in there and she managed to steal the ball. Incredible work.
Brilliant work from Claire Malloy. It was a French maul that was going forward, that had more numbers, and somehow Claire Malloy managed to get herself in. And now it's a scrum to Ireland. Here we see the throw. It was a low ball from Coma. I wouldn't say it was a well-formed maul, but they had got forward momentum with just Aoife McDermott. Malloy came in, it wasn't around the side, came in and got on the ball. Just clever by Malloy.
Keep your space, please.
So scrum to Ireland. They're going to get pressure in the front row here because France have had their number in the scrum for the last 20 minutes or so. And Claire Malloy, she's been everywhere tonight. I mean, if she's disappointed by her last two performances, she can't be by tonight.
Oh, definitely. I think she's definitely back to her best tonight. And I said in the first half, she kept the French back row quiet. But anytime they needed her, she stood up. Tackles made, turnovers.
Pressure again from the French scrum, but don't forget, it's down to 7 and the packet's gone round. Cronin says away we go. Pass to Nobu. Breen. France trying to fan out. Cronin again. Oh, what a time to do that. Ball went forward. Another mistake by Ireland. Advantage to France, and Ireland have stopped playing. They've got to play until the whistle here. Go back with the scrum.
Again, it's those reaction times. Ireland really should have played on there. Unforced error again from Delaney. Yes, it was a ball that was floating down, but she should have put her name on it. Here we see the pass from Murphy. Oh, straight to her hand. She should have definitely caught that. Again, Nicole Cronin's looking to speed up this game. People need to react off that.
Well, they have to go for it. I mean, they're 18 points down.
As I said, their line out hasn't functioning, so they may as well just look for those quick taps. But that means that everyone has to react and be ready for those quick taps.
Bind! Set!
Penalty to France.
17 collapse.
And you know where this is going? Into the corner.
Into the corner, looking for the ball.
Collapse.
Now that's Njunga. Collapsing the ball. And again, it's just her lack of experience. Oh no, we gave it against Lindsay Peat, not Njunga.
5 green.
This is exactly what Ireland didn't want, because France are going to win the line out and Ireland are going to have to try and stop it.
5.
So on comes Claire Bowles.
2.
And it's Nicola Friday is going off. What can France do from here? Ireland must keep them out. In comes Tuye. So substitute hooker. She's got to hit the line out from here. 10 minutes left to play. Gets the call from Audrey Forlani. Will Ireland contest? They don't.
That's fine. It's a maul.
This time the referee says they're okay, and Ireland get a good initial shove.
Now. Okay, stay there, you're fine.
Where's that ball? Claire Malloy, was she in from the right side? Diallo under pressure.
Come off. Clear breakaway.
Back with Bourdon, wants runners outside her. Oh, they got through the middle. Forlani has stolen a try. Ireland asleep at the wheel.
You really can't turn off in this position. You know, that was just too easy for Forlani. But fair play to her, she spotted a gap and she took it. Here we see Malloy working hard again to get Diallo down. And Forlani spots no one in that position. Lindsay Peat was asleep on the side as a pillar. There was no one in back at the back of the ruck.
Ball when she picks it up.
Do you have a ruck?
Ghosting through.
Just checking.
There needs to be a clear ruck, a traditional ruck as well.
All too easy for Forlani.
There is no clear ruck.
Just 1 sec, just rewind it a little bit further for me. I found where you are. Claire, just go back a bit. Time off as well, please.
Going back now, tempo.
So Claire Hodden is having a look here.
If it's a clear ruck, she needs to have both feet behind the ball to pick that ball up. So I'm going to check this formally. So Claire, on field, we've got a try. Any reason I can't award this? I'm seeing if she's offside, so it's a TMO.
Checking
French crowd
whether
are
there's
really
a clear
happy
ruck.
with referee in the second half. Let's have a look here.
So that's just a tackle with offside lines.
No
1
ruck.
foot's level or behind the ball. That's a try, Claire.
Yeah, try
Agree, tempo, your on-field decision.
No, look, right to check
I
it.
need to go back far enough, Claire.
If it had been a ruck, it wasn't a try. but because it was
with
just a
offside
tackle.
lines. Therefore, balls between their feet.
So Jesse Tremoulier should kick this one to make it 42-17. And look, Ireland aren't going to win this game now, but it's all about keeping up the work rate for the substitutes that have come on as well. Tremoulier to keep her 100% record intact. Easy as you like. 42-17. And France are home and hosed. There you go. Just taking full advantage. Ireland not protecting.
She's off.
Away she goes.
Just let her in and we'll go. Just let her in and we'll go.
Yeah, there was 2 errors there. It was the pillar and then no one behind the ruck. I can't understand where
behind,
Nicole
please.
Cronin was in that.
When you're ready.
Whether she's supposed to be there, I'm not sure who's supposed to be in that jockey position right behind the ruck. But Lindsay Peat was asleep in the pillar on the side of the ruck.
10.
Ellen Murphy got away with taking about 2 metres off that
Come
kick.
backwards by Blue.
So France just about got it a restart for Bourdon. Coudia. Trying to set the backs away, and again they go through the middle, and again Ireland don't have enough protection, and it's the try scorer for Lani with support, but she might go all the way here. 2 to bring her down. Delaney had to make the hit there for Bourdon. Numbers left here for France. Njunga trying to get hands on the ball. Little step off the left foot there from Vernier.
Tackle, come off, tackle, move!
And Hooven told to get out of the way.
Still in.
France protecting the ball. 7 minutes left to play. Ireland got to get out of their own half. There for Bourdon. Crossfield kick. Were they offside on this near side? Oh, Bouchard back inside. It almost worked out. It almost worked out.
Scrum knock on.
Maureen Ménager, sister of Romain, who got sent off.
Again, that was Forlani breaking through the middle. Let's have a look here. Again, no one in that position, jockey position, right behind the ruck.
Sorry, number
and
4
again,
is
the
down,
pillars
I think.
are asleep. They should be wide awake to that, what's going on around the ruck.
14, okay, sorry. Okay, she's back up now. So. Time on, let's enjoy.
So, good to see Caroline Bouchard back on her feet. Scrum to Ireland.
It'll be interesting to see who's gone into the second row. Is it Bowles or is it Capeless?
Crouch! Bang!
Maureen Ménager
Set!
to go in and take the place for her sister. Well, before she got sent off, and look at the power in the French scrum again. It has to be a penalty, surely. It has to be. The power in that pack.
Yeah, look, it's unbelievable. They're working as an 8. Technically, they're quite good. There's been a lot of changes in that Irish pack. You have someone playing second row there, and I couldn't see who was in there. It's either Bowles or Capeless, and neither of those are second rows, so it's a tough ask to put them in there against such a strong pack.
Missy.
It must be Anna Capeless because Claire Bowles is there on the flank.
End of the line.
So line out to France and 5 minutes left to play. Touye to throw. Line out again has been excellent. The captain who takes it. May.
She's broken away, play on.
And away they go. Fulani driving into Capeless, and again Capeless told to roll away. She does just in time.
I've got that, sorry.
Hands on the outside, could be good for Ménager. They're in again.
Watch players in.
It's an absolute rout here in Energy Park.
Brilliant hands from France. Not under a huge amount of pressure. The Irish line wasn't up that hard, but just brilliant hands to put Ménager in the corner. Here we see the line out again. Terme, good maul. Shear off, maul shears off left. Claire Malloy again tries to get in. There you see Hermé Diallo and out to Ménager. Great hands.
May look easy, but it's not when you're in a tight space like that and the Irish are up closing the gap like Ciara Griffin was, but Ménager with the wingers finish in the corner, and she gets her name on the try sheet to join her sister who was red carded. So, here's the conversion from Boujard. Looks like, no, in fact, it's Bourdon who's going to take this, though. See if she gets on from the corner. Nowhere near enough on that. 47-17.
Look at those hands.
I know that was your first. The ball's got to be behind the line. I've asked 10 in the first half.
Crisp pass from
Just
Bourdon
make sure
and
it's
then
behind,
just
please. Okay, I'm
crisp
sorry,
hands.
but you're tying my hands now if you keep. Thanks, 10.
The kick from Murphy. Did that go 10? It just about did. Touch on the far side, so it'll be another French line out. They thought about a quick one.
Line out's formed now, 2 and 2. Okay, line please, Irelnd.
So, can I ask you for Aon, player of the match, please?
Yeah, look, I think if you're looking at the Irish team, I think Malloy and Griffin have been outstanding today. They've fronted up really well. But I think it has to go to a French player. Forlani has come into it in the second half a little bit, but for me it's been Boujard. She's been outstanding throughout the match. She's threatening every time she's on the ball. Anytime Ireland kicked to her, she just made something happen, and she's just been outstanding tonight. So the Aon player of the match is Irelnd Boujard.
Fantastic performance by the winger, and France aren't finished yet. Look at that, Boujard! As if she heard you, Fiona. Boujard, the pass on the outside to Jasson inside the 22. France looking to finish in style. That one went backwards. The referee says play on. They could yet get another one. Not like that though.
Knock on by Green first. Knock on by Green.
First advantage was against an Irish knock on.
Knock on.
Here we see the line from Boujard now playing her full back, so she's moved position. She just carves open the Irish defence. Brilliantly timed pass.
Yeah, thanks.
And then Jessan just trying to force a little bit. She's such a balanced runner. Brilliant pass.
Crouch! Bind! Set! 2 minutes left. Come on, let's scrum as we have all game. There's your mark.
France will really be looking to go hard now here to get the 50.
Stable.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's Irelnd player of the match. For France, number 14, Irelnd Boujard.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
So there's the feed from Bourdon. France looking to finish with a try here. They're going to go wide as well. Well, a little grubber kick of sorts. Where's this one going to sit up for? Menage is trying to get her hands on it. Cross comes Delaney. Tries to set inside the last minute now. Cronin feeds Malloy. Back with the Irish scrum half. Trying to find a gap. Hubin. No gaps there either. Well, that was a hospital pass really to Murphy. And as Breen is under all sorts of pressure, France are not giving up the ghost here. And Ireland have been camped in their own half for this entire second half almost. Even with France going down to 14. Last 5 seconds.
Play on.
Cronin to Hubin.
Yeah, cheers, Claire.
Capus. Tackled by Diallo. Stade Francais open side. Back with Cronin. We've gone
Stop
80 minutes if this one goes out.
16.
It won't find touch.
Thank
it's
you.
Another chance
Onside.
for the French back three. Boujard, did that go forward? Well held if it did by Jasson.
Leave it 7-7. Leave it now. Too long. Just leave it. It's a dead rock.
I'll try telling Claire Malloy to leave it.
Yeah.
She's not able to.
You could hear her annoyance there when he was saying leave it.
There for Bourdon. And forward. Penalty.
Deliberate knock on. Deliberate knock on. 22.
Well, we've gone the 80, so it just depends if France want to go into the corner and take a line
Time is
out
finished if you
and
want.
try and
You must have, okay? If you want to go, we'll
more
play.
misery. Yeah, they're going into the corner.
They're looking for points. I know the Grand Slam is more than likely sealed by England as they go away next weekend to Scotland. But you know, France live in hope, and they're going to go for the points and see what happens.
I reckon Scotland would need 10 red cards next week to have a chance of beating England.
Yeah, look, England are on fire. They were dominant again today, and they're playing such impressive rugby at the moment.
55-0 against Italy, who beat Ireland.
Yeah, they were on fire, and the bench
Play
then.
on, open play.
Naupu, already one try to her name. And Ireland still fighting here. Capeless, pick and go. Turned the wrong side, managed to get back to present the ball for Cronin. Murphy, France up quickly. Chance for Breen. Can't get away from the tackle. Pete, Malloy, Houben, Naupu. Go to the wing, Considine, we know she's quick. 2 tries against the Italians. Albeit Ireland came out on the wrong side of the result. Still there, Lindsay Peake towards halfway. Diallo makes another hit. Pick and go from Capeless. Big tackle from Hermé, the captain. Again, scrap on the ground. Bourdon has her hands on that ball. It's gone forward. That should be it.
Scrum, team going forward.
There's the full-time whistle from the referee in Tempest. It has been a very impressive French performance, Fiona Cochran.
Very impressive second half performance from France. You know, they really put the pedal to the floor in the second half and challenged Ireland across the park. And you know, Ireland have to pick themselves up now and go to Wales next week. We're looking for 4th, 5th place. That's what we're talking about now. And you know, that would have been Ireland's worst finish in a Six Nations in the last number of years. So they have a lot of work again to do in a week. And I don't know, they're going to have to ask questions. I thought it was a good first half. I thought for 32 minutes they were definitely in the game. 2 tries, their heads kind of went down a little bit and allowed France back into the game, and then France were just so formidable in the second half.
So there we go, an entertaining game, plenty of tries, but it's France who've come out on top. Final score here at Energia Park, Ireland 17, France 47. So, plenty of action, and Ireland really were right in this game up until about 25 minutes. France finishing the first half strong, but second half it was just one-sided. Even with Menage being sent off the red card, with 20 minutes to play, Ireland couldn't take advantage of that, and an awful lot of soul-searching now for the players and for Adam Griggs. He has said numerous times they are a work in progress, but a long way to go back to get to the standards maybe of a couple of years ago. Let's go down to Damien O'Mara, who's with the player of the match.
Damien standing by on the pitch for the player of the match presentation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sorry. Okay. Just with that delay. Caroline, congratulations. You are the Aon player of the match, and with your presentation from Aon, we are joined by Ciara Jackson.
Merci pour ce titre, mais c'est quelque chose de... C'est l'équipe avant tout, et aujourd'hui on a montré un beau visage de notre équipe. Et je suis contente, et c'était un match qui n'était pas facile, et merci au public français qui est venu, parce qu'ils étaient nombreux. Et merci.
Did the performance tonight and the end result tonight, did it eclipse what you would have expected in advance?
C'est-à-dire?
Did you expect it to be that big a difference between the sides on the scoreboard?
Non, on s'y attendait pas. On savait que l'Irlande était une bonne équipe, chez elle surtout. On espérait, on a fait pour gagner, mais pas avec autant de différence.
Thank you very much for your time. Congratulations.
Merci.
And with the Ireland captain, Ciara Griffin. Ciara, bitterly disappointing. What have you said to the players in the huddle on the pitch?
Yeah, look, the result was disappointing, but what we wanted is we want the girls putting their bodies on the line, and that's what we saw today. There was great passion, great heart. Certain things didn't go our way, but that's sport, but it's how we bounced back and reacted. Like when you see girls putting their bodies under the ball on that try line 5 or 6 times in a game, that's what you want. Look, a few different things to clean up on, a few switch-ons here and there. But what I said to the girls, I'm immensely proud of their performance there, but we have to keep building. We have another big one next week.
It was always going to be a massive task, but are there green shoots of positivity that you see in patches from that performance tonight?
Yeah, definitely. You can see there, 80 was gone the clock and we didn't give up. We kept trying to play. We wanted to play ball. We kept trying to get that edge, that cutting edge. And with the likes of Enya Breen there coming on, starting first cap at 13, fearless in our carries, fearless in our attack and fearless in our defence. That's what we need coming through.
It just continues though to be a frustrating championship, doesn't it?
Yeah, look, it's a frustrating championship, but I suppose that's the way sport goes at times. And look, we didn't perform last week in Italy. We rode a few wrongs here. Now, not everything we wanted to do. We have to keep building now that we have next week, and next week is our next focus, and take our learnings from today. There'll be a few sore bodies, but time to recover and regroup and get ready for next week.
Obviously there's going to be disappointment, but there's not an awful lot of time to feel sorry for yourself. It's about getting back on the horse now and just trying to finish on a high next weekend in Cardiff.
Exactly. When we cross this whitewash now again, look, you can't be sorry for yourself. Regroup, look, do our analysis, get our information, and get focused to the next step.
Appreciate your time, Ciara. Thanks as always.
Thanks, Damon. Thank you very much.
Cheers. Gail, congratulations. A very, very strong performance, and you must be very satisfied with the end result.
Yes, we are very, very happy because we make a big match. We know it was a difficult match against Ireland because it's at home for her. So we have to make a lot of engagement, and we do it tonight.
How happy are you with the performance of your squad tonight?
Quel est votre niveau de satisfaction vis-à-vis de la performance de l'équipe ce soir?
Well, we are happy, but we know to have to continue to work hard for the next match against Italy to finish the tournament de la meilleure façon.
In the best way possible.
In the best way possible.
That is what you are focused on now. You will be looking ahead to next weekend and to finish this championship on another positive.
Le championnat sur un positif.
Yeah. We are impatient to play against Italy because we know the match and we know it's a big team. So we are very impatient, and we will prepare this match to finish the tournament of the best place.
Thank you for talking to us. Congratulations.
Thanks.